Hello, Rick. Hello, Eugene. You forget to turn off notification? What notification? Oh, okay. Fair enough. We'll get started in just a moment. I'm feeling better today, so hopefully it'll just be better. I'm succeeding in fixing my sleep, I think, hopefully. I'm actually awake when I'm supposed to be, and not sleeping when I would be awake normally. So I'm hopeful. Also, yes, we are, Eugene. We're getting there. We are getting there. Our overall goal at the moment is this quest. And we've been trying to put together an armor set for it. And we have all the parts now. Except... this. Which unfortunately takes a big Elder Dragon Jewel. And I did a little bit yesterday, but I was just not in the best way, in the best state of things, and tired, and just, it was a mix, so I short streamed. Only a couple hours at most. I don't remember how long it was. It wasn't long. We're gonna try again. I was sleepy. Not only sleepy, just I was not in a good state. Just mentally either. We're around 400 plus. It shows on the main screen. You know, let's look. I usually just skip over the main entry when I'm starting stream, but let's have a look. Let's just go look. Guild card would probably have it. You're actually right. Let me double check that. That's a good point. Does the guild card have it in this? The answer is no. No, it will not. We are at... yeah, 426. That was pretty close. Pretty long time here. Anyways. I think in order of preference for what I want to fight is Kushala, and then Camilios, and then Teostra, by which I mean we will just never do Teostra. So I'm gonna do Camilios. But if Kushala is an option after a Camilios kill, then I want to do Kushala, because you can lock it down so much easier with Hammer compared to the other two fights. I also, it's not really a Monster Hunter related thing, but I remember there was a program that I used to use to like dim my monitors or make them be less intense light. I don't know if it's if it's really a blue light removal as much as just making it easier on the eyes in general. And it's definitely been nice. I wish I'd remembered it a long time ago. It's this. I had forgotten about this. I remember, like, quite a few years ago I'd used it, and it makes things so much easier on my eyes. Especially because I don't have a ton of lights on in the room anyways. After this, right? So I've thought about that. So our plans. I kind of wish I could like draw on my screen while I was doing this. Anyways, in the list of like options we have, right? Returning to GU is always on the table because we do. There still has a bit to finish there, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I want to jump to that right away. Wilds is still in the process of getting title updates, and as far as I know, does not have a time frame for when it'll stop getting title updates before an eventual expansion. So Wilds at the moment is still just like a nebulous maybe. It just depends on where things are by the time I get done with this, because we're not exactly progressing through the last bit of this game very quickly. So that's an option. I want to return to it after it's in a more polished and refined state. So I want to give it another shot then. That's pretty weird, psychotic, I gotta say. I don't know, what does that mean? Like, as in, you can't play online for World and Rise if you're on Windows 10? Or is it something else? I don't know. I don't know if it does, I see. If it does, I can't remember ever seeing it. Maybe it does, but... Anyways, yes, there's that. I really would like to visit Frontier. I don't know if I want to go straight into Frontier off of Freedom Unite, though. Because, like, I don't... How do I want to say this? I don't necessarily want to do a super long entry right after Freedom Unite. And 4 Ultimate would be a pretty long thing to do. Frontier will almost certainly be a really long thing to do. Try is an option for a game that has only low and high rank. And it would have some similarities because we've played 3U, but I've still never played Try. I feel pretty mixed about stories. On one end, there's part of me that's like, I might be judging it more than I should because it is a game I've still never played, and I don't want to just assume I'm not going to be as into a thing just because I haven't played it. And overall, I feel like I'm the sort of person that doesn't... I don't necessarily want to play or do everything in a series I like. If the spin-offs of things essentially aren't necessarily appealing just because they're in the same series for me. But I don't want to write it off entirely either. So it's like it's a maybe, I guess. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, I wasn't. I wrote up a big thing on Wilds, Eugene, and it's pinned in Discord just on how I felt about it. I don't want to rant about it again. I liked the monster design. I didn't like a lot of other things. I want to see where it goes with time, rather than playing it as title updates are coming through. I want to let it do all of its thing and then revisit it. So yeah, I'm not sure. I think it just depends. What I do after Freedom Unite really does depend on if we have a Wilds time frame for just in general. If by the time by the time we're done with Freedom Unite, if there's a time frame on title updates or an expansion, you know, DLC, G-Rank, or whatever. And yeah, I felt overall let down by Wilds. I thought the music was great, the areas looked super pretty, and the monster design is pretty cool. I liked a lot of the design choices they did with that. But none of those are like the core part of what I enjoy. They are all things that are good to have. But yeah. So we'll just have to wait and see. And I'm discovering about so many tangles while I'm just talking and fiddling with my hair. It's kind of unfortunate. I'll have to deal with that afterwards. Yeah, so if it's looking, by the time we're done with Freedom Unite, if it's looking like a relatively short or reasonable time frame for Wilds, right? Then we'd probably pick something shorter. And that could be Try, that could be, I guess, stories, or stories as a series in general. I don't know. It'd be different for sure. And it comes up often enough that it does make me think that people just want to see me play / experience it. Like it does come up often as, are you going to? So there's something there, I guess, if it comes up that often. And if it's looking like a longer time, then yeah. See, overall, I guess the thing I'm most looking forward to at the moment is the Frontier. It is the entry that I know the least about. I know little bits about it. But overall, it is definitely the one I don't know the most about. And at this time, I feel like there will have been... I haven't been keeping track of like how development on it's going, but I would assume it's in a fairly good state at the moment. Yeah, but like that's expected. I know. That is expected. I don't want to know more, Eugene. I know a little bit, and I don't want to know more than that bit. Yeah, so there's a few options, I guess. Anyways, give me that. I will need to ask about stuff when it comes to the point of it being a thing, right? So I'll put a note down somewhere to forget about. Where's my thing for this? If you can provide me a link to that, Psychotic, that would be appreciated, and then I can just bookmark it away for later. Anyways. We need this Elder Dragon Jewel. That's the priority. Alright. Okay. Thank you. Again, that'll be probably not anytime soon. But yeah. When it comes to it, I will appreciate the help as needed with getting everything going. Oh yeah, there's also, I went the wrong way. I also don't have psychoceramics. This could be a bit awkward to find them. Yes, please. Right there. Yeah. I was pretty close. Did it not notice me? There's the puffs. Oh, okay, he was leaving. Fair enough. Thank you. I should really just like write up a little document thing on what's left. Like, what are the different games we still want to play? All the different things. Like, just get my thoughts in order or something. Where is he? I think I found him. Yeah. Alright. Milios, why are you like this? I was just over there! Why are you going back and forth, Camilios? Stop it. There we go. Finally. He still hasn't engaged me, though. I legitimately thought he was going to go back to that area again. I was ready for it. Alright, turns out Spirit Slash does not protect against the wind. That's unfortunate. I disagree. I'm amazed that I got away with that one. Sure. Good. Yeah, same for me. Nice. Now he won't bounce me either. Once you get that tail cut, the fight becomes so much easier. Surprised he got me from there. We got it! Alright. I am okay with getting it on the first try. That is acceptable. Yes? Oh, you're right there. Cool. Oh, that's a good start for tonight. Got our car off the tail. I'd say probably special. But I guess it could be speckled. I don't know. I think it's special though. And a normal Camilleo's jewel. Alright. That's good. Got the thing we needed. Alright. Yo! So first off, we're gonna strip our gonna strip those of things. Okay, oh, wow, the whole thing changes color. That's pretty great. Okay. Honestly, not the worst looking set for a mixed set. The Senator armor is a little strange with the rest of it, but it's not the worst. Okay. So. Yo! First off, do 2, 2, 2, 2. And none because we already have some evade distance on there. I forget what it's called. Yeah. So there's your plugs.
You. You.
There's sharpness +1. Yep. And then we have evade distance on top of that. We can't get evade 1 as well, that's fine.
You.
And we managed to dodge the attack down as well. Oh. Where is it? Give me just a moment. There it is. I know we're taking medicine. I'll need to upgrade the armor as well. But this is about as good as I can hope, I feel like, to have on a set. We got our attack up via sharpness 1. We have defense with evasion and earplugs. Or evade distance, I should say. And that does require a 3-slot weapon. That is the main limiting factor. However, this is one that does get not a ton, but you get a little bit of purple and a good bit of white with sharpness 1. There are probably other 3-slot options, but this is the one we have at the moment.
You.
So, final black katana also gets 3 slots, and it has natural purple instead. So I guess this could have been an option. You get less attack though. You get less attack and you get a little less defense. You get no affinity. I wonder if that would have actually been better. If you went this way, for this one instead, mostly you would be swapping the chest piece. The only reason you were using a chest piece because it had the slot and some natural artisan. So realistically, you could keep the rest of this. No, I'm honestly considering this. You keep the rest of this. You swap this piece out for something else. And you'd be able to have some other skill on top of that, as well as having more affinity. You could put Razor Sharp in there, actually. That's a potential option to play with later. Anyways. Upgrading.
Yo!
Rip all my money. Hold on. Elder Dragon Bones can help. And then Camellios parts also. Alright, let's go spend all this money on more upgrades.
Yo!
Okay, how are we doing on these? We're 12? Let's get these upgraded first. Alright. Money's already almost gone again. There. That's a pretty... I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this setup. Now let's see what we can do. Those are just for Rathalos. Mostly. Alright. Let's give it a shot. We have no evasion, we just have extender. We do have to be sure to remember that. So glad I didn't run into that. I kind of forgot Fireball existed. We do need to be careful about not getting hit, though. Why would you do that? Oh, Rathalos. Most evil of creatures. Oh, the triple spin. The quad spin. Flash bomb. Stop it. Okay. If you lock him down with flash bombs, you can shred Rathalos in like under 5 minutes. If you're careful. So I think it is definitely worthwhile to make sure you have the flash bombs, farm up flash bugs if you need to for further attempts. You need to be able to take him down before you get hurt too much. I took a charge early, and that was about it. So then it's Tigers. The longsword is definitely doing the job. I should bring traps. Come on, fade. Alright, yeah, you're just guaranteed to run out of, What? Okay. You need high-grade earplugs for Tiger. I'm gonna get stepped on, aren't I? You do need high-grade for Tigers, and that's a bit awkward. No! You can't just walk out of the way, you have to roll. I got brain tracks. Not a good start there. I got in a bad way. So, the initial feel off of that is that the other longsword may be the way to go, just so that I can have high-grade earplugs instead. if Tigrex is gonna be able to lock me still. Oh, that's a problem. I actually don't know how to approach Tigrex with longsword. I need to stay at an angle, I think. You can get him stuck here. Did not know. It's probably not very reliable though. Ow. Oh. I'm really afraid of getting stepped on or like hit by his tail as he turns. Oh, the fact that I couldn't move that entire time from being too close. Spacing matters so much more with how long that locks you. That, or I just need higher earplugs, because that's ridiculous how long you get stuck. I saw that coming. I kind of want to just abandon if it looks like it's going to go bad. Just to save on our flash bugs and drinks, but we'll see, I guess. Argo's gonna be a problem too. Oh no. do that again. Trying to hit his tail is... Then he can hit me with his tail instead. Just stay away. You got some good tail hits there. Stop it, please. This does not want to stop doing that move. And it's gonna work! If he does it enough times, eventually it's gonna work. That's all he knows how to do, right then and there. Just bite, 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 bite until it hits me. Be unfortunate. Though still, though, it was better. I feel like I should try practicing and getting used to fighting Rathalos without the flash bombs. If only because it would be so much easier to fight Tigrex with flash bombs. Actually, I could just combine, I guess. But, yeah. If I want to give the other longsword a try, I should be running the tree between every attempt at least. Try to get phantom butterflies. Also just to get some money in. Time to practice Rathalos without flash bombs. Oh, that hit me? Okay. Honestly, the phase flashes seem like they're going to be really good just for getting out of the way. I wanted to Spirit Slash there, but back and forth. Oh, this one is so jumpy. Such a jumpy Rathalos. That's just an opening now that we have earplugs. So, jump. Please stop jumping so much. Oh no, I wasn't ready. Oh, comes out of nowhere so fast. Yeah, you spend a lot of time fighting him if you don't platform him. I'm amazed that missed me. What, really? No. I missed. You really do spend so much time not fighting Rathalos. Oh, he tried to get me with that quick whip around. I shouldn't have tried to go for that. I thought, you know, sure, I could just evade it. No, I don't have evasion 2. That's a lot harder to do now. You didn't fireball! Why didn't you fireball? That's what you're supposed to do after you roll. I was totally banking on the fireball following roar. And then it did not. That bite is deceptive range. No, I hate that that move hits like that. The tail hit is the worst. Okay. So the difference in flash bomb or no flash bomb? No flash bomb, we killed it in under 5 minutes. Sorry, with flash bombs we did. Without flash bombs, it took us 13 minutes. There is a huge difference in the flash bomb or not, so I'm gonna take that to mean flash bombs are mandatory for the actual clear. You're just not gonna, you just waste so much time otherwise. So I'm going to need to farm flash bombs. Or flash bugs, I should say. There's just no getting around that. I kind of hoped I could get away from him before he did that. I'm trying to see if, if I can slash and get out of the way. Oh, I don't. Hello, beef curry. I don't know if Tigrex is quite like that. Tigrex can definitely mess me up very quickly. Oh, at the start, yeah. I don't know what to do about that. Because when he rears back to do the double bite, he changes his angle. It's like, say he turns and he turns, and then he double bites, his angle changes a third time. Which makes it that much harder to get away. And yeah, longsword would not be my preferred option for this fight as a whole. But when I was playing through in low and high rank, I was doing a thing where people would be randomly picked to choose a weapon for a given hunt. And this was the last, I mean it's technically a G rank hunt, but it was the last hunt in high rank village. And longsword was picked at the time. And so while we weren't able to actually do it at the time, I never forgot that it had to be longsword when it did roll around. And now we're trying our best. It might end up being a thing where I eventually do just use something else because we can't seem to get it otherwise, but... I try to make the most of it if I can. Ah, getting out of the way is the problem. Okay, another point towards the other weapon, the other longsword, other bug one with natural purple, is I could go for evade 1 or even evade 2. Might be kind of necessary to get out of the way of him. I was leaning towards high grade earplugs instead of normal, but it's not the hardest thing to stay out of the way of his range, of his roar. It's a little awkward, but not the worst. But being able to roll and get out of the way of his paws is kind of important. Right here, that's where you knew to want to high grade your but I'm dead. Yep. There was no getting out of that one. Unfortunately, I do feel like I need to have more flash bugs. If I'm gonna be attempting this, it's either have the flash bugs and abandon if the attempt goes bad, or have lots so I don't have to abandon. It's pretty much what you gotta do. You just gotta get your hits in where you can. There's one. I've got 23 currently. That's not insignificant. That is a decent amount. Just thinking. Right now, we're gemming in. We're using this for 2 points of artisan and a 2 slot. We're gemming in the rest. Yeah, but I don't have any of the DLC installed. This is effectively a base copy with no event quest or anything. So, there isn't that. What was I thinking about? Right. Look at chess pieces really quick. One. 2. One. 2. 2. 2. Yeah, nothing has more than 2 points of earplugs. It's a 2 slot. On a 2 slot. On a 2 slot.
Yo!
If you go for that on the 3 slot, we can go. If we drop sharpness 1 for that other longsword that has it innately, we can get high grade earplugs and evade 1. I believe it'd be doable. Be nice. We can't do that until we have enough phantom fly thingies anyways. I only have 11 stones. That's not something I really considered being out of, is stone. For flash bombs, for bomb materials. Okay. Oh, you can buy them though. I should have done that a while ago. That's something at least. I didn't realize I had that many Fatalis scales. Alright, that'll help. Alright, that sorts bomb materials for a while. No, because I haven't fought Yakanos. And I don't want you to tell me how to make him show up either. I know they exist in this, but I don't know where, and I don't want to know. I think it's decently likely it's after doing everything in the village, but that requires doing the thing we're doing. Thank you, Athelos. Whoa, that hit me so far away. That bite is too good. Well, this one's going badly. I'm getting hit by that every time it's used it. I need a better start on that. Oh my gosh, please stop running into that. No, camera. Like, the first one went so well with flash bombs. go! It's almost more dangerous flash thing than not right now. Just getting tossed around just being next to it. This is a rough quest, for sure. This would be a rough enough quest with healing. Just ignore it. Why is it going? It's just going so bad now. The first one went so much nicer, and this one I'm just like dying just for trying to fight it while it's flash bombed. Why am I saving? I don't know. That's not what I want to. I'll give it a couple more attempts and then I'll be done for tonight. That may end up being another short stream, but at least we made a little bit of progress. We got the weapon made. But I want to spend some time with friends too, and I am not really enjoying the quests here. I guess it's almost it's doable with longsword. I don't doubt that. But it is pain. I'm also playing worse. I'm getting hit by everything. I'm not dodging anything. My phase dash just keep going under him. I keep getting bit. And then killed. I went from having a solid couple of attempts to what if I get deleted even after flashing it? Why? It was right in front of him. Oh my gosh, it is so much. I'm not really enjoying myself now. I want to be able to practice the things past Rathalos, but instead we're just getting bodied by Rathalos. Well, he's flashbound. again with that move. And I can't even approach him now because the tail's just gonna whack me. I incredibly disagree with that hitbox. I can't do it tonight. Rathalos wins tonight. I want to do something that I'll enjoy doing, and that's not this right now. We'll give it another shot either tomorrow or the day after, because I still have a couple of days off of work. I feel like I'm probably going to have to do this with Hammer or Greatsword. Probably Hammer. Hammer is just reliable. And I can actually get out of the way of things better without being... But that's all I've got in me tonight. I like Freedom Unite as a whole, but like as we're getting into these final things, I don't know. It's self-inflicted as I'm playing with my restriction and all, but the bad hitboxes and the ways you can just get wrecked. It's getting to me a bit. Especially with what I'm trying to do, so we'll see. We'll see tomorrow or the day after.